Top of the hour.
And switch. The immortal words of Double RPG. And welcome once again, folks, to Mega Man Battle Network. Alright. We've come this far. Let's see if Shad's in the Psi Lab.
And that's Visible Ninja you're seeing play the game.
Yeah. Or
And
as I'm known as these days, Master with Blue of Eyes, or Master Blue Eyes Zero.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he,
That's right.
and he said that I was immortal.
And you're
Yeah,
double
I
RPG.
am immortal. You damn right I am. This is Double RPG that's on here, and I'm feeling that this week was a very superhero time for Dragon Ball, if you know what I mean.
Ah yes, you want to jump right into that, huh?
Might as well.
First, where are we in the game, Metal?
We are looking for Shad in the Psi Lab, but we are approaching the end terminus here.
Yes.
We just have to find Shad.
So
But yeah,
basically, the guy with ProtoMan.EXE.
Okay,
but yes.
okay, we were
where
already
were
this
we
way.
with that Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball Superhero, the new name, or the name of the new Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out next year in Japan.
Dragon Ball Super.
I don't know why they chose such a redundant. They could have just said Dragon Ball Superhero.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? That would have worked.
But here's the thing: where they announced the main characters of the movie, it's not just necessarily focused on Goku and Vegeta now, is it?
I don't know.
They just showed off Goku, Piccolo, Krillin, and an older Pan after getting past her infant years.
So this may be in fact nearing the end of Z. Unlike this whole granola arc thing, which is still like before all that.
Mm-hmm. Possibly.
Yes, he is, LPA.
LPA says, so Goku is going to be Superman?
I mean,
Well, we don't know.
that's not wrong.
But at least we do get a glimpse of what Piccolo's house looks like. And yes, Piccolo actually does have a home.
I
as
saw
what they're
that.
showing
That
it.
is funny. He's even got a mailbox.
Okay, I only saw a teaser. Where'd you get all this other information from, by the way? Was it a
I saw it
convention?
I looked off of Geekdom from YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that was in my sub box. I didn't watch it yet. I guess. Okay, so okay, shoot. I guess I should have watched it. Oh well.
Yeah, I saw that, and then they introduced a new character too, but they haven't really said what his name was, so and what his relevance is to the plot, as we just only got little bits and pieces of information from what they teased. So, but yeah, all the characters they announced so far, who I just mentioned, no other characters have been mentioned as of yet. So, hopefully, this may actually be, a step in the right direction with trying to focus on other characters aside from the dynamic duo that is Goku and Vegeta. So
That'd be great.
hopefully, but
Star Shell said
because-
sounds lame. If it's only Vegeta and Goku again, then yeah, it will be lame. But
yeah,
hopefully
it will be.
it's what gets me is the
And
animation. We were dunking on that earlier.
Oh, where they're doing a hybrid between
Yeah,
2D
it
and
looks like
CGI.
yeah. Just keep it 2D.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was really bummed that it wasn't the same guy who did the animation for Super Broly.
Oh yeah, that dude was great.
Oh man.
There was some CG in that too, but it was only like certain parts. It wasn't the whole movie.
Time to face off against
Right, it
Shark
was just
Man.
more like environmental stuff, not character stuff.
Oh, there was some characters too, but it was only certain parts. And we
It was.
asked-
I should say it was more minimal in comparison.
yeah, it was. LP said, so no car?
Yep, unfortunately, you're not going to see Goku and Piccolo racing each other or
Aw.
getting their driver's license with cars again, which would have been awesome. It's like they're getting a second chance to drive so that way they can actually fulfill Chi-Chi's wishes.
Omega Mario brought up, I don't know, what is this Sega game?
He says, I am just finishing up this match of tennis on Sega's Tokyo 2020 game. Oh, the Sega Tokyo
the official
2020 Olympics game. That's not Mario and Sonic, even though they did make a Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but they did one based on original characters too, and they just called it Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, you can use a Sonic costume, so...
Mm-hmm.
So technically,
Yeah, he said
Sonic's
his
still in
character's-
there.
He said he dressed up his character as Yagami from Judgment, and bring on more Dragon Ball.
And PH said something about Shintani, which is probably true. I guess he's too busy on One Piece.
Well, yeah, because
He doesn't
who
work
knows
out
how long
One Piece,
One
so-
Piece has left.
Forever.
Because One Piece isn't that's Toei Animation's like big budget show that they do really good animation for. Kind of like how, I mean for that demographic, but if you were to talk about for the female characters, then yeah, it's Precure.
Cute. Yeah.
Heart.
Pooty, cute.
Well, it's just when I saw the CGI on Goku in that teaser, it's like, oh, are they teaming up with Arc System Works to work on the CGI
what?
animation?
They should have, if they really at least wanted to make it decent looking. They should have. If you're gonna go CGI, go with the masters. You know.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
least- So I saw you lost, Metal, but you're back.
Yeah, this is just a net Navi battle, so... Yeah, if you lose,
So it's not.
If you lose, it just bounces you back and says, hey, want to challenge me again?
Sure, we'll play this. We'll play this infinite game of Shark.
Kill that one shark that's just stuck on the tile. How much
Yeah.
HP does it have?
Yeah, Sharkman is a bit of a bitch.
Oh yeah, see, he has a lot of HP. Never mind, just saw the number pop up.
Oh,
Six-
yeah.
You know what? Yeah, we might do this later. Let's talk to Sal.
Sharknado.
Let's try
put
facing
it
off
that
against
way.
Woodman again.
Sharknado, Part 5, or whatever part that they haven't even done yet, and we'll call it
What
a
the?
Tsunami and an AC/DC town. Oh, Woodman.
Star Trail system that they need to focus on progressing the side characters they already have, and not on Saiyans anymore, or at least for
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the Seiya
point.
panel are
Oh
the
yeah, I
story.
mean, seeing how it takes
They
place,
made so
how
many
it's-
good characters, and yet, yeah.
seeing how it's taking place on Earth, I would say that finally we're seeing that come to fruition. But then again, it's too early to speculate. But hey, it's always nice to, hope, basically.
If it was superhero could reference Gohan if it's older Pan. It could reference him
I
going
mean,
back to the Great Ship.
Oh yeah, basically like his, like passing the torch to his daughter to become the next superhero.
Oh, you mean the Gold Fighter's coming back? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, Golden War, Golden Fighter.
Yeah, he's so much better than that Seiya man asshole.
Yeah.
Actually shows
You
his
can't
face.
even catch a Potara earring when he's fighting against this,
Still-
gummy-based character. I mean, he can catch a bag of sensu beans really fast or catch a bullet really fast, but he can't even catch a Potara earring. It's like, come on, Toriyama. You made him one of the most badass characters back in his prime, and now you made him more of a laughingstock amongst the Z fighters.
You know,
But
I
yeah,
would love to see
on-
spin-offs. I want to see spin-offs that are set in like Universe 6, 7, 12, 11, you know?
Mhm.
You know what's
It'd
funny?
be nice if
Dragon
they
Ball,
can actually.
right? Where it actually has like
I was gonna. I was gonna say, they might as well do a spin-off. I mean, well, even though they are doing that spin-off in manga form, they might as well do an anime adaptation of The Time I Got Reincarnated as Yamcha.
Oh yeah. LPA said, and that's just sad.
Oh, we got Woodman! Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
Fire powers either.
Skewer entire enemy area.
Woodman W, or as I like to read it, Woodman Woo. I mean, we are in MegaMan. Woo.
Woo. Man.
Woodman Woo. Okay, we gotta go to Dentown to find Shad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Oh no, we don't want to go to ACDC Town. We want to go to Dentown. That's where Shad is.
Omega Mario said, "I did it." Nice.
Hey man, I did it.
I can't find that video, but I really want to watch it again. Where the guy says, "Hey man, I did it."
I'm gonna find it and link it so you can watch it when we're done. Hey man, I did the best rap battle ever. I think it was called or something like that.
And OPH says that'd be funny. A 13 episode of that, I will buy it. The Time I Got Reincarnated as Yamcha manga that gets an anime adaptation of it.
That would be funny.
Heck, I would buy it. I think it would. I think it'd be a lot more entertaining than what they're doing right now, especially with Dragon Ball Heroes, that anime spinoff. I mean, basically, what they're doing with Dragon Ball Heroes is just like Dragon Ball Death Battle. Who's the strongest against who?
So it was the worst rap battle ever, which it is. But I thought they were gonna call it best, as it ironically the best, but nope. Well, there you go, Kyle, for after stream or whatever. There you go.
Oh, nice. I did it. I'm gonna watch it again.
LPA said, what were we talking about? A 13 episode of that, I'll buy it.
Oh, the Time I Got Reincarnated as Yamcha. The manga getting an anime adaptation of that.
Cool. Toma said, on this show, I actually watched some of it when I was in Japan in 2003.
Oh, Mega Man Network transmission. Or NT Warrior, I mean.
Funny, Alex is showing me the differences between the Japanese and the American one.
Are the differences night? Oh, I didn't even notice that poster of Vile in the top left corner in that shop.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Mega Man.
For Mega Man
Okay,
X.
now we need to get into the Darknet.
In his Mega Man X1
A child going
model.
Oh no.
A child going into the internet, so that way he can find all sorts of things without his parents knowing he's doing something inappropriate.
Screw you, Mom. I'm firing up Tor and downloading some things.
Got that right.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
But anyway, Jerry, were the differences between the Western localization and the Japanese original of Mega Man NT Warrior night and day?
Yes, there's some stuff that got funnily like Mega Man, like the Net Navi that Land was using before they got Mega Man had a sword power up. It was just a sword, and it was an actual sword, like a blade, and they shaped it to look like a plasma, like an elect sword when it wasn't. And also, there's other changes where for some reason the color palette on the American one is just more muted for some reason. It's all around just like less saturated color, just cause. Maybe because of the masters they got, I don't know. The dialogue is different, of course. Like one dude's talking about like his sushi or whatever, and instead they have him talking about like, "Oh, I want to make friends" or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's kind of
a lot different.
Just that dialogue change that really isn't funny. It's just kind of dry, basically.
Like basically, I think they wanted like again change it so you can't know it's in Japan.
I mean, I can understand that, but at the same time, it's just like it's not bad to have a little cultural representation, So that way, at least some kids who are watching it will actually get an idea of what Japan's culture is actually like.
Kids can't know.
Kids, you
But
know.
then again,
onigiri
but
is
you know that
jelly
old
donuts.
saying from Wayne's World, man, kids know dick.
Hey man, all I know is that onigiri is actually jelly donuts.
I remember as a kid, I didn't know it became a meme. I just remember watching that for the first time when it actually debuted as a kid and just being like, not knowing much about Japan, and even I was like, that's not a jelly donut. That's obviously a rice ball.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Your average American child does not know what a rice ball is.
Yeah. What about all the Americans living in like Hawaii and California that have a high Japanese American population? Well, I guess I forgot about them.
It's the thing that we're talking about is MegaMan.EXE Warrior, the anime that you said that you watched in Japan in 2003. The differences between the Western version we got over the original Japanese dub.
Yeah, like it was localized a bit, like not quite to 4Kids Massacre levels, but
yeah, LPH. It wasn't
great.
4Kids who worked on it. It was actually Ocean Group who actually did the Western
yeah,
localization.
Yeah, it was Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
So they got a bit. So they're a very reputable, Western
Oh
group.
yeah, they are actually.
More so than Funimation, and especially 4Kids this day and age.
Blah. Awesome.
And I usually don't like to dunk on 4Kids. I mean, not. No, I love to dunk on 4Kids, but I usually don't like to dunk on Funimation.
I thought we loved shitting on 4Kids.
Oh, we do love that, but Funimation is a whole different
in this
beast.
household, we dunk 4Kids. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, we're in the right area. We just gotta kind of feel our way around and find the right place, basically. Oh, damn it! Of course, Woodman missed those.
But I will say that my favorite Western localization group when it comes to anime is always going to be Viz Media.
Oh yeah. They actually
because they're the ones who actually takes their stuff seriously. That's why most of the Western adaptation of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is actually decent. LPH says, "Fun, got some up and down for the last 10 years."
Yeah.
Or Funimation, I guess.
Oh,
yeah, they have.
Ain't that truth?
Well, we got sent back, but we know exactly where to go. So it's one of those things of, well, we know exactly where to go and what to do now.
Well, you did not follow that protocol, just like last episode.
No, but like I said, the difference is, this time we actually know what to go and do, like right away.
Right, and you're not that too far off from it.
Yeah, like it's go to Dentown, talk to Shad, go talk to Higsby, go find your way on the net to whatever it was, to Area 4 using Miyu's like code.
Access code.
Yeah. And from there you get into the undernet.
The access code to this server is access code.
The password is always
or at least it should
swordfish.
be. Or go by Red versus Blue standards. The password is password. That's the thing for like that's always going to be the password for like cable DSL boxes when you're trying to log on the internet, right? Star Child says, "I always like the Ocean Group. That's usually who Viz uses for dubbing. Well, them, and they also use studios or others like Studiopolis, where we hear the likes of Richard Epcar, Michelle Ruff, and all those legendary English voiceovers for video games and anime. But yeah, Ocean Group is no slouch either."
Ah, no, Shad beat us. It's not like we can just immediately re-challenge him or something. Oh, he blocked it, you little bastard.
Remember, that's that's the first robot ever created in existence.
Apparently.
Because the first one is usually considered a prototype.
That's why he's called Proto Man.
I like how this Proto Man
Exactly.
looks like. We mentioned it before, but I do like how he looks like both Zero and OG Proto Man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And then there's the Proto Men.
Ah, damn it.
And there's Mega Ran,
Yeah.
musician.
Yeah. Until he unfollowed me on Twitter. I forget.
Oh. Dang. Well, anyways, but yeah, so on top of the stuff with Dragon Ball, the new Dragon Ball Super movie, as well as the differences between, you know, the Western and Japanese version of Mega Man.EXE Warrior, the big thing that's going on right now, I guess, is the Summer 2020 Olympics. Started a year late, but is officially going on right now.
Well, better late than never.
Yep, but that opening ceremony though, that's definitely a I would say not only a good way to start off the ceremony, but a big huge nod to us gamers, especially when it came to the video game music that they used during the opening ceremony.
Yeah,
I mean, they
gamers.
used music from Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Nier, Sonic the Hedgehog. They used a lot of video game themes,
That's true.
and it sounded very epic.
It's the right kind of Olympics, I guess, except for all the wrong stuff happening.
Yeah.
Japan in its what, 5th state of emergency?
Oh yeah, because
Ooh,
of
Gaia
either the
3.
Delta or Lambda variant going on with COVID.
It's just called.
OPA says so.
Yeah,
No
that's-
anime song. No anime songs. Just
I
just all.
Goku the rep, but they don't use like Chala or anything anime. That's weird.
Mm.
Might have been a little
Oh yeah,
too
you figure
cheesy,
that.
maybe.
Yeah, and you figured, you know, for something like that, they would at least get like the rock group Flow to actually, you know, sing their rendition of Chala, Head Chala, like they did in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Who?
Flow,
Seikai.
the Japanese. They're the guys who sung the fourth opening to Naruto,
Oh,
Right
the
here.
original Naruto anime.
Yeah, go by
You
Flow.
know, we are fighting heroes. that group.
Yeah.
Or Fighting Dreamers or whatever.
Yeah, Fighting Dreamers, yeah.
Yeah,
They also
were
did
those
the
people.
first opening to Code Geass.
Starshot! Oh man, Starshot cracked me up with that one.
Oh, and,
too.
and well, yeah,
Is
the
this-
first season and
Japan
second
is a state of emergency.
I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, you're not wrong.
Sad but true. You hit the nail on the head there, man. And you figure that, you know, with the anime and manga characters who they have representing on the sides of the Olympics, you figure, yeah, it's as Jerry said, you figure that they're like the theme songs would actually just show up during the time. And Demon Wolf in the chat says the worst Naruto opening. Don't at me. I guess he didn't like Fighting Dreamers. Well, hey, that's cool.
Whoa, wee,
I hold no,
my way.
no hate, no love or hate for it. So, you know,
You're indifferent.
yeah, I just,
In case I don't survive, tell my wife hello.
Yeah, tell my wife hello. Zach Brannigan. I don't like those filthy neutrals.
But then
You
it
never
means you
know
know
where
where
they're
you stand. Now these filthy people and their filthy neutrality.
Oh, that would have been sick. But they weren't gonna do it. But that would have been sick. Starshell said if they had Beyond the Time at the Olympics.
If only.
Oh wait, copyright. Stop.
Yeah, exactly, Jared. Copyright. I don't. We
can't
don't want to
even
get. We don't want to get yeeted off of Twitch now, do we?
Yeah.
I mean, we already aren't sitting in a hot tub or twerking on a bed, so we're already on thin ice.
Exactly. We gotta step up our.
We gotta step up our game, man.
Oh god. Yes, step up our twerk game. Oh jeez.
Okay, we now have the fire sword along with the water and electric sword.
Oh,
Fire.
and Demon Soul, Demon Souls. I mean, Demon Wolf says not with that attitude metal.
Okay, we have saved now right here, so.
Alright, good.
Just in case anything happens, we also now have, like I said, fire sword. Actually, I think if we combine fire, water, and electric together, that's another program advance, if I remember right.
Oh.
If we're able to get, like, all three.
Funny, the thing is, I'm looking at the screen, kind of cross-eyed, and it's almost like I'm looking at one of those magic eye pictures in the background.
Oh.
One that says E a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the only way you can actually see 3D legit without wearing 3D glasses. Even though the picture's not fully, center and in front.
I remember those. What was it? Like ones of a sailboat and stuff like that.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those
I could
too.
never figure out how those worked back in the day, but now I got older, I just like it.
Honestly, all you need to do is
process is extremely simple. Save.
Thank you, I did. And I was gonna say that the trick is just to like cross your eyes for a second and then look at it.
Exactly.
That's the secret.
But it's just because it's really amazing when you look at those pictures, and it's just like it's really easy to notice the depth perception of those magic eye images.
Oh yeah,
without fail.
Pretty
There's
badass.
always three things that happens without fail every day. I don't get it. Every day, somebody with their radio, somebody revving their motorcycle, and sirens. It's like they don't. Which is weird because the day I was out with my mom at night, it felt like they all took a break that day. It's like, oh, you're not at home, we can't bother you? Oh man, we're not even bothered.
Oh, it's a good thing we saved, because I just died.
Hey.
Oh,
so there you go.
Sad.
Always be saving. Right there. That's exactly why.
ABC.
Ugh.
Right, ABC.
Whoa. Always
ABC.
I hear it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Oh, don't get me started on that crap.
I was hoping we'd get the bomb.
But at least that's not. That's one of those songs that doesn't play when I'm working at the store. Where my job is. But sad enough, one of the songs that I can't stand. That's actually, yeah.
What? This is mind blowing.
You never knew that?
No, I thought you were just a hobo.
Nope. But anyways, what I was saying was, but sad enough, one of the songs that I can't stand, it actually plays on the radio at the store I work at, and that is that one song that made the Spice Girls famous back in the day. If you wanna be my lover.
You gotta get with my friends.
Yeah, that song. And I'm like, ugh. I see you're going up against a max number of master hands.
Starshell said he remembers when Kane hit Shawn Michaels during a match and made his eye crooked.
Oof.
I remember when Rob Van Dam made fun of that.
Sarchel says Spice Girls had a few famous songs, and they had a movie made about them. And I
did,
wonder
and
why
I've
they made a
seen it.
movie about them. Probably because Michael Jackson had a movie about him, or at least a movie that was based
Sir,
on.
that movie was awesome. I mean, he literally turns into a transformer.
Well, yeah, in comparison, yeah, that movie is gold.
Well, anyways, I have that Spice World movie, and actually, it's inspired by the Beatles movie A Hard Day's Night.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Hopefully, it doesn't
Yeah, that
have
makes
as
sense.
much guys infiltrating in toilets. Oh, thank you very much.
And Startel says they had a PS1 game too. Yeah, they did.
I never had it, but I've seen it.
I heard it was probably one of the worst games ever made.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
didn't touch it, but like I said, I've seen it.
Oh, bullshit. That did not hit any of them. Okay, I'm starting to hate these.
Is this the place that?
These gold pounding
Fake-
guys.
H asking a really good question now. So, favorite Spice Girl? Mine was always Ginger Spice.
Same here, Jerry.
Oh, hey, look at that. Man of culture. Man of culture.
Ginger. Yep.
Damn it! I hate these golden like freaking pounder
Oh
guys.
my god. You know that scene from Step Brothers? We just become best friends? Without thinking, just name your favorite. Like, that's what we did. Without thinking, just name your favorite Spice Girl. Ginger Spice. Did we just become best friends?
I think so.
Don't you dare rub your ball sack on my drum kit. Or my drum set. Sorry, too late, already did. Now a massive fight ensues during the middle of the night.
Okay, let's roll it.
His favorite is Affirmative Action Spice.
Affirmative action space.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm actually getting hits in. What?
You know, I figured somebody would have. I thought, somebody in the chat would probably say, my favorite is Old Spice. Like,
Yes, thank you, Terry
That's fun.
Crews.
Remember when Homer was humming that for no reason?
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa was like, Dad, that's the Old Spice song. Oh, it's a good song, dude. Does this family know any other songs besides commercials?
I
2
feel
seconds
like
in.
chicken
You like
tonight.
chicken tonight?
By the way, if nobody's had chicken tonight, it was horrible.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason that don't exist no more.
Yeah. It was like some like sauces and stuff you were supposed to like put over your chicken while you like bake it. And yeah, they were not great.
You're taking damage, Metal. What sorcery is this?
I know. It's these damn freaking hand and pounding things.
LPH says, what if someone makes a Spice Girls anime?
That would be interesting.
You mean the Idol Master? That's basically.
I was about to say, I think they already made one. It's called Idol Master.
I was gonna say, I
Right.
thought it was called Love Live.
That too. Right now, Idol Master has a crossover with Azur Lane, so that's why I remember that. They're doing a crossover.
Yes,
Love
they
Live
are.
is
LPH
good.
says, I am a KFC guy back in the day.
I just say Love Live because one of their members used
I
to be
mean-
Sentai. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a member
I'm
of Akkor's, Risa Komayama, was Yellow Buster in Go Busters.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Omega says, that makes me glad to be in the low income family. That chicken tonight stuff was horrible and glad I never had it.
Yeah, tasted like shit.
I never had it either. Well, the commercials, but yeah.
Oh man, we've got Elect Sword and Fire Sword, but we don't have Water Sword. Well, let's see if we can get ourselves a Water Sword.
Catch a Squirtle. Where's this plan going, Jerry? Catch a Squirtle. Make a giant glass bubble for him. Put it in the hilt of a sword. And have him squirt water gun through the sword.
I mean, why not?
How's the Squirtle gonna live? Squirtle figured that out.
Oh god damn it, we're trapped.
I feel like
Yeah,
now?
these guys, like, these enemy groups are starting to get a little, starting to give me the agile.
Aggressive. Well, of course, you're approaching in-game.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be throwing everything they
Yeah,
got
I was
at
gonna
you.
say, yeah, some of these enemy groups are a little on the cheap side.
It was this LPA said I lived in the Bronx, so I lived in the Bronx. So I don't know what Chicken Tonight is anyway. It was this thing back then that was like,
Be glad you don't.
yeah, it wasn't. You weren't missing anything there.
You should come to where I live, because we do have chicken restaurants here, but they're more family-owned businesses, not nationwide businesses. And I tell you,
It's
they got
like
some of the best
KFC
fried
Georgia
chicken that
Gold
you'll ever
chicken.
have.
This is not Ric Flair.
Oh my God! I could have started New Game Plus through Kiwami 2 after all. Ah! Well,
Oh,
that
shit,
just
really?
means I gotta replay it. I just started replay it, go where I stopped last time, and then start from there.
Oh.
Once you complete the game, go to. Wait, what? What? You'll make a clear. This data can be applied to a New Game Plus. How? Either go to New Game or continue and select the
what's this
file
access?
labeled.
Looks like connection to another tower. We can't. Okay, you don't have the address. Okay, so it'll be this. Oh no, it's over. Okay, that thing is over the other way.
Oh, the W, is that for the WW or the W3 building or the server?
Yeah, that's where we gotta go. It's over
Ah.
that way. So we just
Demon
gotta
Wolf says, someone taking a
Find our
shower?
way there.
Because I think he hears the flow of water somewhere.
Oh, that's probably my fan.
Ah, damn it. I wasted my water sword.
So yeah, little question for everybody in the chat. How many of you out there who have Netflix have seen the new Masters of the Universe animated show that debuted this week?
Ah, yes, you mean Tila and the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I see. I love how people I know who are also like usually down for that kind of stuff are like Kevin Smith. Just no, just stop.
He has no creative integrity.
I remember the last thing I liked was Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. That was what, 2001?
2001, yeah.
Yep. The movie where it also had George Carlin as a hitchhiker.
The rules of the
Yeah,
road.
man. Yeah, I'll
He-
take
he
one
said
in the
your
back.
fans-
All wrong.
I don't know. I'm just wondering that, like, if that's. I don't know if my fan is giving noise. I don't know. Like, I'll have to listen.
Mega Man got 400 zennies.
But yeah, I haven't even seen it myself yet. I mean, I should at least watch it. It's one of those things where I'm not going to watch it multiple times. I'll just only watch it once, so that way I can give it a fair assessment.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you'll take the bullet for me. There you go.
Yeah, I
I
will.
ain't fitting. I'll
Yeah,
watch
that's fine.
Hatch again. Even though I didn't really care for that movie too, I liked it, but I didn't like. I gotta watch it again
Or-
because some characters in there I gotta like look at, see if some of them look like I could like prime drawing material, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. But, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who are saying that the live-action He-Man movie was a lot better than the new show that's out right now. The live-action movie with Dolph Lundgren as He-Man.
He's great. I don't care. It's more that He-Man movie is more to the comics. Demon Wolf said he don't do He-Man anyway, so he's not even gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Star Show. Oh yeah, Clerks 2. Yeah, I forgot about Clerks 2. I like that one. That was 2006. So that was actually the one I liked.
LPA says I almost lost an NBA Street Volume 2.
Wow, I wish that game would come back, but I had plans to do it licensing.
Not only that, but EA Big no longer exists. You know, the subsidiary of EA who made their sports games arcadey.
See SSX Tricky either, but I feel like they could still remaster. I don't know. That's probably
remaster them or
NBA
But then
Street
again,
and SSX Tricky would be great to see re-released.
but then again, I guess you would say if they do make another one of those games like NBA Street or NFL Street or a new SSX game, then it's not going to be the same as it was ever again.
No.
Or it's not going to be the same as it was back in the day.
LPA said people lie to themselves. Yep.
Yeah. And Starchild says that live-action Masters of the Universe movie is really good.
It actually is. At the
One of
time
those
when it
movies
came
that
out,
get misunderstood.
because people thought it was more based off the cartoon when it was actually more based off the comics.
Right. It's like, you know, if the Ninja Turtles got a free was praised heavily for, you know, being more in line with the comics, why couldn't the same happen for, you know, the He-Man movie, the live-action movie?
Yeah.
I mean, it was around that time too when comic book movies, when they were going for that dark demographic or whatever, were actually starting to get highly praised. I mean, if you consider the trilogy of the movies to be like, say, Batman, the '89 movie, Dick Tracy, and then the first live-action Ninja Turtles movie being like the trifecta of like dark and gritty comic book movies back in the 90s, it's like He-Man should be, or like that live-action Masters of the Universe movie should be like a upper echelon amongst that group. But you know how it is with the media, how much they like to crap on things because they think it's nothing but garbage.
Tarshell said the live-action Master Universe actually was a cult classic. It had good special effects.
It's true.
Starchild says the difference is Batman '89 and Dick Tracy won Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? And
I
even
like
though,
that Dick Tracy movie, even though I didn't see it too much.
But I will say that Dick Tracy movie, even though it was dark, it actually compensated by having a lot of color.
Yeah, it did.
There was a nice fine balance between the two.
I'm Dick Tracy. Take that, prune face. No, and then he gets cut off. I remember Ned Flanders terrorizing everybody when he was a kid.
Yeah, that was the movie where kids thought to themselves, wait, it's okay to say the word dick? Because they think dick's only a swear word. They didn't even think it was a short name for Richard. But you know, that's one of those big questions that a lot of people can pose. Is like, and even AVGN made a good question about that. How is Dick short for Richard?
Don't know how that happened. All I think of is Richard was Rick, and maybe somebody who couldn't tell between R and D. Hey, Rick, and then turned to Dick. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, and James
some
even said nobody would even.
just-
If you were to combine the two names, you know, James Rolfe even said it best. Nobody ever says Dickard.
No, sure.
No.
Oh, and there's the song of my people again. Hey,
Ah, they're gonna get us copyright striked.
I'm just like, come on. And on top of that, look, I got the trifecta here at the stoplight. Loud radio and 3 guys on motorcycles ready at the stoplight, ready to rev up for no reason.
Ah, we died. Why do we keep on dying? Oh yeah, because people.
It's
hate
like-
us.
It's like they need to be listening to those talk radio shows by Laszlo Jones and the Grand Theft Auto series, because those are some funny stuff.
Toma says Alias, who's with her in the same room, says she was like 10 when the live-action Masters of the Universe came out, and that she's still fond of it.
Nice.
And Demon Wolf says true, but Richard Cheese doesn't hit as hard if not for the nickname.
That's good. That popped me.
Richard Cheese.
And Omega Mario's right. That's how my neighborhood is. They don't understand it. People don't understand noise pollution. Like, come on, man.
Can't you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Well, nobody understands the words coming out your mouth.
God damn it.
Actually, I understand what the word
one
was. Demon Wolf. I finally understood it. Wasn't my fan. It was the bathroom behind me. Yeah, but it wasn't a shower.
Yeah, the original He-Man, or He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, as well as the 2002 series, they're really good. The 2002 series, where it has Cam Clark voicing Prince Adam and He-Man.
That one was cool.
Mm-hmm. It's like that second series that was so awesome, but sad that it ended off so early. It's like it should have been like a long ongoing series. Kind of like the Thundercats reboot in 2011. How that should have lasted longer.
That one hurt, man.
Yeah, it did.
That hurt, man.
You know, speaking of movies that are kind of dark and gritty, but some of the ones that have the cheese factor in them, one of them that I actually really want to watch is this movie called Velocipaster.
Yes, he's a man of the claw.
Wait, what? What?
He's a pastor,
But he's also
and he
a raptor.
somehow has this power to transform into a velociraptor, and he fights off like against this army of ninjas or something.
Of course.
It's one of those B-grade like horror.
It's like by
like
the
action
asylum.
films.
That revels in how shit tier it is.
Mm-hmm. But the movie does have a cult following because it's so bad, but it's good. It's that ultimate cheese factor that actually makes it so appealing.
People like the Sharknado.
Mm-hmm. It's like Velocipaster's my Sharknado.
There you go. Clip that. Velocipaster's my Sharknado. Kyle Smith, 2021.
Yes. And
I love
Star Child says,
dying.
"Yeah, I saw the trailer for that movie. It's not even B grade." Yeah.
God damn it, where's some repels when you need them?
I call those grindhouse movies. I don't know. That's what I call those that are like schlocky like that. Like fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
I'll probably need to
Grindhouse.
send you the. I'll probably need to send you the link in the Skype chat for like a trailer for that the trailer for Velocipaster. This
Well,
Star Child
when you-
says Psycho Gorman is kind of similar. It's like the old Toxic Avenger movies.
Or man, yeah.
Oh, Toxic Avengers by Lloyd Kaufman.
Foxy, yeah. That takes me back.
I used to have a Toxic Crusaders toy when I was 6. I got that for I got like the main character of Toxic Avenger, where the animated cartoon was called Toxic Crusaders. As an action figure when I was 6 years old. Got that as a present.
Yeah. You said that. Don't worry about me. Worry about Mega Man.
It just seems like there's some shows that are more adult oriented. It's just like it makes you wonder how they managed to get a animated adaptation for them for little kids. Like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is one thing. It's like
that one
even
was
though that
amazing.
movie is
I have a story to tell about that off screen. It's funny.
okay.
Also, Also, I have a weird feeling of deja vu right now. Like, really strong. And it's funny we were talking about Spice World because they brought that up in the movie too. You ever had that feeling of deja vu? Not me. You ever had that feeling of deja vu? Not me. No, I'm for real. I felt it mad strong. Anybody in the chat feel it? Chat's like, no. What the how do we feel deja vu? I don't know. Now I know I gotta start. I can start New Game Plus on Yakuza Kiwami. Hey.
Let's save, since we've made just a tiny little bit of incremental progress.
Yes, sounds like a good idea.
Saving.
I mean,
never a bad idea.
I mean, don't you think that's kind of weird? You know, going back to my point, don't you think that's kind of weird how there are some movies that seem more adult oriented or more, you know, targeted for the older demographic that just seems to get an animated adaptation for kids that just makes it, you know, toned down in comparison. Like the Tales of the Crypt animated show, that was kind of interesting.
It
was. I remember it. Yeah.
There was RoboCop. I used to watch
RoboCop
that as
the series.
And the Rambo cartoon, which I used to grow up watching.
Rambo and the Freedom Force.
Mm-hmm.
Not for kids. Those movies. Those hard R rated movies. Hard R.
Yeah.
Not the. I just realized. Not that hard. Dear God. But no, they were. Ay. It's like no matter what. But yeah, no, those movies were not for kids at all.
You know, if they had a movie that was, you know, that was B-grade horror like Night of the Lepus, that one should have gotten an animated adaptation. Because how do you make a movie about killer rabbits? You know, adapt well as an animated cartoon. That'd be like you're making like that'd be like the animated version of that would be Watership Down, if that makes any sense.
Wolf has a point too. He said Ghostbusters is definitely not for kids, and that was also heavily marketed towards kids with cartoons and toys.
True.
Yeah, that is true.
1000% true.
I mean, watch that original movie, you're like, yeah, that ain't
like,
for
yeah,
kids.
but it's also, well, yeah, and it's also considered a comedy, though, too, so I guess maybe that's why.
Yeah. Although the original Ghostbusters, the Filmation ones, those were, I think, for kids.
Well, yeah, because they had, like, a freaking gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guy in a gorilla suit with them, so yeah, I'd say so.
Maybe a little more lighthearted, maybe. I don't know.
Just a little.
So no alien cartoon, LPH says.
Funny enough, they were planning one. They legitimately were.
Yeah.
They didn't. Legitimately were going to market it to kids, too.
Which is funny, because, what was it? We were talking with Wheels, like, a week or two back, talking about the Evolution cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
For that, you know, like, David Duchovny movie.
Uh-huh.
It was called, God, what was it? Like, over here, it was called Alienators Evolution Continues, but outside of North America, it was just called Evolution the Series.
Alienators Evolution Continues. I think I remember that.
Oh, allow this. That's not even... God, Twitch.
What the hell's heat armor?
That's so weird. It's just, it's just a normal word.
Doubles?
Yeah.
Fire, doubles defense.
Twitch thought that was... unless Twitch is Spanish.
Okay, should we get the heat armor, do you think, guys?
Well, we can't even say the word put, as in putting stuff up.
That's all it means. Only thing I can think of is Twitch is thinking in Spanish there, where you add an A or an O and it becomes a swear, but... They're speaking English. Oh, Twitch, you're being racist, huh? Just because the owner of this channel is Latino, you think automatically I'm gonna be swearing in Spanish, or people in my chat gonna be swearing in Spanish?
I think
That's
so.
do you, Twitch? For profiling or whatever?
Profiling.
I mean, we never got an Alien or a Predator animated series.
No,
but,
we didn't. Even
and,
though we got
and not
like
an Alien versus Predator animated series. But I'll tell you what, that we actually got that was actually pretty badass for Alien versus Predator, an actual arcade game.
Yeah.
By Capcom, that was decent.
yeah, the famous
One of the most decent beat 'em ups out there.
Pretty good.
Yes, it was, and it never got a home release until that really expensive Capcom arcade thingy that only came out in like Europe.
Oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was the shape of the
where
Capcom
it has
logo.
the Capcom logo for the fight stick or whatever.
I've seen Asuka, the wrestler. She bought it.
She imported one.
I remember her making a video about that.
LPA says The Mummy is PG-13, and that got a cartoon in '99.
Did, yes.
And then Demon Wolf is like, "Oh yeah, I love the Mummy cartoon."
I used to watch the crap out of that. And that's true what Star Child said. They are actually doing that now. They actually are trying to do it, market it to kids again. They're selling Alien and Predator figures now that are like purple and stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was 7 years old, I did get me a Xenomorph action figure from the movie
they still
Aliens.
had like. They still had like especially for the second movie for Aliens, they definitely had like that was just a thing of like the 80s of like you guys were saying, like RoboCop, like Rambo, how they had toy lines.
The Men in Black cartoon, LPH. That show I actually liked more than the movie. Kid you not. And that had one of the best
badass.
themes too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That show was really
There were some movies back in the day that should have gotten on the bandwagon of having an animated adaptation, but probably it's a good idea that they didn't. Like Critters should have gotten an animated adaptation.
That would have made sense.
I remember.
You remember Critters?
Yeah, the kind of.
Remember Alf?
He's back.
Yeah, I remember Alf
in Pog form.
Pog.
Just ask Steve Allen, the creator of the Pog. Okay.
Oh yes, that's right. Star Trail said something about that.
One of the arcade boxes I have uses the Capcom logo shell.
Neat.
Yeah, it's literally the shell, but like a different arcade emulator inside.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened, Metal?
Oh no, we're getting a bunch of pounders here, so we're having to be very careful.
They're like Guts fan, except worse.
Yeah, but no, we're dodging. We're dodging as well as we can. You know,
Jerry, he
whittling
learned from Piccolo.
Dodge.
Okay.
Why don't
we
you
got
dodge?
Oh no.
Dodge. Get out the way.
We need the World 3 pin. All others be gone. MegaMan, I'll bet that's the access to the Undernet. I think so. I'll try using Higgsby's memo. The access route to the Undernet opened. All right. Yeah, huh? What's wrong? Lan, it's a virus and a big one at that. Man, this could be bad. One thing to do, battle routine set. Execute.
Permission to execute. I don't know if you ever seen that Jet Li movie, Hero.
Yes, I have.
I'm Yula. I'm nobody's bitch. You are mine.
No, but Hero was
I was gonna say no. That was the one that you were thinking of there, Double R.
But I'll always appreciate that.
Yeah,
line,
I know.
He knows. I appreciate that though. But a Hero was based off his actual.
Demon Wolf says, so, favorite Ned Navi if you guys haven't already talked about them.
I don't think we have. Like I said, we like this version of Proto Man since he's pretty.
That one probably is my favorite.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
But I haven't really played Mega Man Battle Network that much as most of the other Mega Man games.
I used to watch the anime, but even then I liked Proto Man.
Now, if you want to talk about who my favorite robot master is from OG Mega Man, it's always going to be Guts Man.
Him and his nice ass.
Yes.
He's got a great ass.
The old, he just made nonsense, and it was great.
Yep, the guy who did Guts Man's ass was the creator of It's Over 9,000 meme.
Same dude, Kajeto-kun, I think his name was.
Yeah, Kajeto-kun. He was also the guy who created "We're jumping onto white base."
Yeah, he basically like created memes himself, like in a weird way.
Yeah, to various anime properties, Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, the Mega Man cartoon by Ruby Spears.
Do you remember an old music site called iMeme?
iMeme.
Yeah.
Can't say I have.
Well, I think he followed me there. Because I didn't know who the heck he was, even though I knew those memes. I didn't know he was the one who created them. And I was like, why? I was like, who is this guy? He's really popular. Didn't know he created all those, like, legendary memes.
But anyway, Demon Wolf, he also says, Burner Man was always the best robot master, but I love LaserMan.EXE too.
Ooh, nice. Okay, we just gotta go.
I wonder if he was.
But I will be honest, even though I do like Guts Man, he's really not my favorite robot master, but he's definitely up there. I would say probably my favorite robot master is either either Metal Man or Shadow Man, one of the two.
I like Crash Man.
Crash Man. Oh yeah, Crash Man's pretty awesome too.
Okay, a young lady. Okay, beautiful lady and a young man. Okay. So now we need to go to Den City and hunt down these other two members to get their memos. But while we're here, might fight Sal and try to get Woodman again.
Now, if you want to talk about who my favorite MegaMan.EXE Maverick is, or Maverick boss, it's always going to be Storm Eagle.
Storm Eagle's pretty cool.
I like the little wind thing.
Oh yeah, the Storm Tornado.
My favorite Maverick is MegaMan.EXE with... Wait, actually he's not a Maverick. He's Maverick Hunter.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was trying to make a joke how it has to be X, but specifically with his Shoryuken.
Shoryuken!
We're talking about MegaMan.EXE 2 standards, because remember, his secret, most powerful OP ability in that game is the Flaming Shoryuken. And Demon Wolf says, funny enough, I skipped MegaMan.EXE and went straight to Zero. Yeah, Zero's a pretty good series, the Mega Man Zero series. I really like it a lot. That was the one I played more over Mega Man Battle Network on the Game Boy Advance.
All right.
Did they do Zero Collection or no?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They did a Zero/ZX collection.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll have to grab that. I never tried.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Because it's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then ZX Advent 1 and 2.
The Z.
Or whatever.
ZX.
ZX and ZX
the
Advent.
first ZX and then a sequel called ZX Advent. And basically the ZX series, it's the sequel to Zero. It takes place 200 years after the Zero series.
Mm-hmm.
But set during a time when humans and Reploids actually can coexist in peace.
Ha!
Who would you, Demon Wolf, who would you say your favorite boss is in the Mega Man Zero series, out of, like, the 8 bosses in any of the 4 games? If you ask me, probably my favorite in, oh boy. Probably my favorite my favorite would have to be the one in Mega Man 04 that was based off the wolf Fenrir. I think it's like Fenris something. Yeah. Basically, he's a wolf who has like twin knives. is actually pretty cool looking.
Thanks, Roll. You gotta cheese him.
Craft or Devil Shilt, Devil Bat Shilt from 03, but Craft's in Mega Man 04. Okay, yeah, those are some pretty decent ones. But when I look at Craft, I always think of Colonel from Mega Man X4.
The Buster. It does nothing.
Apparently it didn't.
Oh no, we're getting them. You just gotta be smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I got him right in the face. Okay. Oh, damn it! And he dodged that sword.
Demon Wolf says, "I plan to craft cosplay. He has an amazing design." Yeah, he does. I would say even the story for his character too is actually a pretty good one in 04. I mean, 04 is underrated, but in my opinion, but you know, a good send off for that series. Starchild says, "The last Mega Man game I ever played was Mega Man 2 when it first came out." Oh wow. Wasn't really not that big into the Mega Man series, Starchild.
Oh, you bastard!
It's one of those ones where you either get into it or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I mostly did, but
Proto
there are
Man,
some
you
that I
bastard.
never really got myself into. Like, right now, if you ask me right now, I'm trying to get back into the Mega Man Legends games because those are games I actually haven't beaten at all. I mean, I almost beat Mega Man Legends 2, but by the time when I got to the last boss, the game froze on me. And then I just haven't picked it up or played it again ever since. Don't know why, but yeah, that was like one of the only Mega Man Legends games I almost beated. Well, let's see. So yeah, coming up this week, in terms of video game releases, I guess the three big ones that are coming out are Samurai Warriors 5.
Nice.
And Neo, The World Ends With You, and the third one is The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Yes, with
And
Gerlock.
I got two of those.
Sholmes.
Herlock Sholmes,
Oh yeah,
as they call them.
Sholmes, that's right.
Not very subtle, Capcom.
Because, you know, they are very clever.
Mm-hmm. LPH says, I play mostly all the X games except 7 and 8. Well, 7, thank God you never played that, and consider yourself lucky, man. But X8 is not that bad. I mean, not the best, but it's not a bad game in general. StarTile says, nah, I just never played it much. I was only 6, so I didn't know what I was doing. So it was just something he never got into. Oh, hey, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it's like when I was growing up, I never even got into like some of those big upper echelon RPGs like Fallout or Elder Scrolls when it first came around. That's why I never really got into that series that much when I was younger.
Well, I just didn't have a PC. Cause I didn't get into Elder Scrolls until Morrowind, because that was the first to be on console.
Yeah, that was the first Elder Scrolls games I owned was Morrowind. Oh no, not Morrowind, but Oblivion.
Yeah, I got into Morrowind, but I liked Oblivion more, which is funny.
Yes.
A lot of people are like, "Wait, what?" But actually, there's more and more people like me who are like, Morrowind had a lot you could do. Oblivion did it right though, where it streamlined what Morrowind did, but still made it feel like you're still playing an RPG, i.e., you know, it's your choices, you're actually role playing. Whereas Skyrim kind of takes it out because a lot of conversation options and all that, and it's very much it's a little too streamlined. Like, you can't really role play much because like in the Thieves Guild you have like these canned answers. I'm like, but what if I'm role play? Like there's this role play part where the Thieves Guild the only answer you can give is like you're like some sort of like what do they call them, like irreligious person, but what if you're playing like a religious thief who's like really into worshiping like Azura or something like that. Well, can't play that though. You only have one option in the text.
Yeah, I used to have a copy of Oblivion on PC when they actually sold PC games in stores.
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh god, that was so long ago.
I had it on PS3 when it finally came out for PS3.
Guess what, guys? We just got the Proto Man.
All right.
Nice. And LPA says, I see X7 video, I know, burn to the ground! Oh yeah, Flaming Highnard. The most annoying enemy in that game.
But I did like the original Zelda and Castlevania. Star Child, not me. Like.
And even Crystallis and Smash TV. Crystallis is brilliant. Decent Zelda clone. Speaking of Zelda, I even went back and started playing Breath of the Wild again because I want to get myself prepared for the sequel when that releases next year.
Oh yeah. Hey, you were playing Skyward Sword?
Yeah, bits and pieces of it, the HD version.
Good.
I'm about to head to the Lanayru province.
Wherever that is.
Well, that's the third province after Farron and Eldon. Basically, it's like if you were to say like those provinces, if those provinces were an Ocarina of Time, then basically where Lanayru is think of like where Zora's Domain is located. That type of place. But the thing is that the place I'm going to is mostly desert-ridden.
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't really make any sense since there's not a lot of water in that place. But hey, that's where the Temple of Time is, apparently.
Star Child says
yeah, he says, I have the Elder Scrolls games on my Xbox One since they are backwards compatible all the way back to Morrowind. But I think one thing we keep forgetting about Morrowind is that Todd Howard was actually involved with that game a lot more than he was with Oblivion.
Was he?
All right. What?
Was he?
Or was he? Let me check and see. I don't think he had any involvement in Oblivion.
I feel like he did as well. Why would he stop with Morrowind? Right, stopped with Morrowind.
Okay, so the person we need to find is somewhere here in
Mr. Drugs.
Yes. Oh, he was an executive producer for Oblivion. Okay, so that makes sense. So he didn't really have any... so he just pretty much oversaw that game. He didn't really have any creative input.
For the better. That's probably why that game's not so bad.
Yeah. Exactly.
The writing for it is way better than the Skyrim, like, let alone, like, your choices, like, the writing itself, like, the Thieves Guild quest, the Brotherhood quest, Fighters Guild quest. You ever done you ever done the guild quests in Oblivion? If you remember them.
Yeah.
No, because even though I got the game, I really haven't dedicated a lot of time and effort to spend a lot of time with it. It's like the only thing about Oblivion I remember is like the first hour when you're trying to escape out of that prison cell with that lord of that castle or whatever. So like, could you score me a shotgun?
Lord
A
of the
cross
castle?
gun? A spreader?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I need a shot.
that little girl is so badass.
Wait, say it again, Kyle. I didn't even see the screen. I was laughing at
Okay,
what
I
you
might
said.
need to look up a freaking map of this area.
Oh, there was a little girl who wanted,
I- But can you say what you said about
I said,
what?
Oblivion. I remember only the first hour of the game where you're inside that prison cell and that lord or whatever that of like either some type of house or castle tries to help you out, but then like when you about get out of the catacombs or whatever, he just says, I can't leave, so I'm staying here, and then he just offs himself when somebody just
That,
makes him head out.
so that was the Emperor, and the whole reason for the story is that him dying is what causes the Oblivion crisis, because him being alive is what keeps Oblivion at bay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you see, that's why I said I only went through like the first hour, so I really haven't gone through a whole lot of that game because even though I do like RPGs, it just seems that Western RPGs are really not my forte because
You and me are based. That's why we're both here. You're the JR,
it's
the Western RPG.
yeah, I'm the JRPG guy. You're the Western RPG guy.
Where was I with?
It's
Yeah, Uriel Septim. Yeah, that was funny. What's that trying to say?
StarChild says, yeah, a while back I saw a video where he explained how Morrowind on Xbox had a trick where it would reboot during loading screens in order to load stuff.
Oh wow! Have you ever seen the mods they have for Daggerfall? And is Metal okay?
No, I'm
Okay,
not.
it's okay.
I think he was looking up where he needs to go.
Yeah, I was.
I thought the stream froze.
Yeah. But no, I don't think I have the mods for Daggerfall. Nope. Oh hey, there's that white ant that's on the screen again.
Pretty sure, is this block? Oh no, this is block 1. I need to go to, where is it, block 4?
There's that white ant that's on the screen. You didn't see nothing. That was a mouse.
You didn't see nothing, bitch. Yeah, like I said, I'm having to look up something here.
Oh hey, that's cool. I mean, you want to try to do everything precise as you can to actually
Southwest
get through the game.
corner. It's in the southwest, okay.
Starchild says, I have a bunch of videos of me shooting arrows in Skyrim. And Demon Wolf says, how do you guys feel about the Tales series? Vesperia got me in, and I really want the newest one that's coming out. Oh, I love Tales of Vesperia. I would say that's probably my favorite Tales game, Demon Wolf.
Which one was the one on GameCube? Symphonia?
Yeah, Symphonia. The one that pretty much... the one that brought more people into the Tales series from the mainstream. I mean, it wasn't like
That's all I heard. I never knew of it before.
I mean, I did get into that game, but yeah, Tales Symphonia. I mean, I liked it for what it was back then, but looking back at it now, there are some things I felt that were kind of outdated in its execution. But Vesperia, on the other hand, that's my favorite Tales game.
Okay. Really? Oh god.
But
okay.
the Tales series in general, it has its ups and downs. I would say anything that was done by Hideo Baba has pretty much, when he was the producer for the Tales series, has mostly been hit or miss. I mean, Grace's, I feel, was probably his best one because of how, intricate and very fun the combat system was in the game's battle system, where everything was arts based in the types of attacks that you do. But some of the other ones that he did, like the first Exilia was also good, really good. Exilia 2 was good by some people's standards, but I felt that his biggest letdown, or the biggest one that I felt that he really missed the mark on, was Tales of Zestiria. And that game was supposed to represent the 25th anniversary of the Tales series, which, you know, I really enjoyed the premise for what it was, you know, being this guy who's supposed to be like the savior of the land to protect it from like darkness or whatever, you know, just that type of cliche that you know, that we all come to know about, you know, RPGs like that. But the thing is that it had, you know, dragons inside of its story that actually made it very interesting. But the thing that really blows about that game is its execution. Just didn't really like how, you know, how the whole thing worked. It's like anytime when you get a weapon, anytime you get a new weapon, you're supposed to know that it's supposed to be stronger than than the current one that you have. But it just seems like, hey, any type of weapon you get has their own little buffs, but they're not stronger than the last one. So it's kind of made it really confusing in a way. And not only that, I felt that there was way too much backtracking, and the story, it just seemed to kind of go for more of the same thing with what Hideo Baba has done when he was producing the Tales series, how like the story of friendship is like the only thing that can save everything. And I felt there wasn't that much that actually differentiated itself from others, but you know.
What's going on? Star Child said the Tales game's been around since Nintendo. And Dable said, I bought Zestiria. I hated the combat. Yeah, Zestiria, but Berseria was good.
Yeah, Berseria, on the other hand, that was a complete 180 over Zestiria. The characters in that game are really likable. They're really fun. And the voice acting's great, and the combat and the exploration are far better.
Oh, drink water.
But Tales of Arise, that's definitely on my pickup list for September.
Wait, did you take a drink of water, or did your voice just reset? Because you sounded like you were losing it, and then like boom, you came back normal. Like,
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to Metal?
You, Metal ain't even
say
talking.
not me.
Like earlier, it sounded like you were losing your voice, and then but then you stopped and talked again, and you sound normal. I'm like, oh, I guess that fixes.
Oh no, it's because sometimes I elongate my talks and to where I lose breath easily, so I tend to talk in long sentences. It's like I do need to have more structure when I talk in sentences, because it just seems like that's why.
Just because yeah. Don't let it hurt.
But
I was please talk. But now I'm like, okay, you might lose your voice if you keep talking away.
Yeah.
It might be a medical thing now. I'm like, crap.
Okay.
I kid you not. I thought you were gonna lose it. I was like.
So do you guys want to hear the bugger about this next one?
What's up?
We need to collect a total of 60 different chips in order to progress.
Ooh. I see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Demon Wolf, Tales of Arise is definitely on my pickup for September, because I do like the premise with what they're trying to do for that game, how they're trying to appeal to both Japanese and Western gamers, but still keeping that same flair with what made the Tales series memorable in the first place. And I do like that they're taking a more, even though they do the real-time action in the combat system, but it seems like it's more seamless this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Starchild says the Tales games have been around since Super Nintendo. Yeah, and I actually have a Super Famicom cartridge for Tales of Fantasia, the first Tales games in the series.
First Star Ocean was Super NES.
Super Famicom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I have a Super Famicom cartridge of that, too. Funny enough,
in Japan. Like, ain't no computer about this, except for the add-ons.
funny thing to note too is that both Tales of Fantasia and the first Star Ocean on the Super Famicom, they were the only Super Famicom games that actually had 48 megabytes of memory. Because you figure that with the Super Nintendo that the max was just only 32 megabytes, which is why a lot of Square's RPGs back in the day ran up that much or had that much data within them or that much memory. But nope, Tales of Fantasia and Star Ocean on the Super Famicom, they are the only ones that had 48 megabytes of memory. Because they added some things that you never thought you would actually hear in a Super Nintendo or Super Famicom game. Like they actually had more use of like voice clips and like better, sound instrumentation in the soundtrack.
Interesting.
Demon Wolf says, I like what Final Fantasy 15 and 7 Remake have presented in terms of modernizing classic turn-based RPG elements with action RPGs. If Arise is anything like them, I'll be happy. Yeah, me too, dude.
Can only hope.
I like it when they do that, where they stay true to their designs of what made their original so great, but still updating it for today's standards. I mean, which is why I really like the Legend of Heroes games. Trails of Cold Steel, Trails in the Sky, and the upcoming Trails to Zero and Azure that are coming out the next year and the year after. It's because even though they are turn-based RPGs, they have more. It just seems they have more flow to their combat, even though they remain strategic in a way. But still, I still have a lot of fun with them. Because they're not too intricate, let's put it that way, but they do have deep mechanics in their own right.
We were talking about Western RPGs earlier, and I just remember something about Arise, and Arise kind of looks like a Western RPG a little bit. Not the characters, but the environments. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, there you go, we're blending East and West, or as I call it, Weast.
Weast. Can I name you Jason Douglas? No, I mean, can I name you Ian Sinclair, since you voice Whis in Dragon Ball Super?
He's coming to Connecticut for Kineticon.
Who, Jason Douglas?
Ian Sinclair.
Oh, really? He is?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm like, huh. Neat. Actually, no, it is neat because, I didn't expect Kineticon is kind of a small con compared to Anime Boston, especially,
Oh, speaking of Ian Sinclair, he actually did voice a character in Tales of Zestiria, which I thought his voice performance was actually pretty good for that game. But yeah, aside from him voicing Whis in Dragon Ball Super and Rashid in Street Fighter V, it's like his character.
Wolf, that.
Yeah, Skies of Arcadia.
That game.
Sega, you are pulling my heartstrings.
And I know it got re-released on GameCube, but I had a Dreamcast.
But Demon Wolf, since Sega has been doing the modernized remakes of Panzer Dragoon and even the House of the Dead remake, there is a possibility that could be a reality in the future for a Skies of Arcadia remake.
I hope so. Because, it's funny? Vaughn from Skies of Arcadia, he's in Valkyria Chronicles, right?
Yeah, it's like a special.
Oh, really?
Special character.
Interesting.
He's just like, I'm just here, LOL. I'm like...
Although, Jerry, you can agree with me on this when I say this. Can we please get an actual Lunar 3?
Yeah, true Lunar 3, yeah.
That, or at least re-release Silver Star Story and Eternal Blue on digital distribution platforms?
Not a random... Much I love the PSP, a random mobile handheld device that's been defunct for what? 15 years.
A long ass time.
Yeah,
What's been defunct?
the PSP. Like,
Oh, the PSP, yeah.
like,
And Demon Wolf says Sega has 2 jobs: remake Skies of Arcadia and give me another Jet Set Radio.
yeah.
We can only hope.
Still a half hour. But I understand the reference. Wheels is around, but he's not in the call. But he's in the.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
it's too bad that he's suffering his GBO2 withdrawal right now. Says he's getting his PS4 fixed.
it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're at a grindy bit where we need to grind up and get our total number of chips up to 60.
All right.
Just like Fate Grand Order.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like one of these things where even when we get done with today's stream, that you'll have to play through this off stream until we get to the point where we can
maybe.
actually make it to the final area.
Oh, well, it may. He might be able to do it. Possibly.
I don't know.
Demon Wolf said
Possibly.
he has 2 jobs: remake Skies of Arcadia and give me another Jet Set Radio.
Yep. That's
That's your tune right there, Metal.
It is. DJ, come on.
Hideki Naganuma and his wacky Family Guy hijinks.
His
or whatever he
wacky,
does.
horny Family Guy hijinks.
Yeah. And saying
Yeah.
he could beat someone in a fight, and I'm like, yeah, I'm with you. Let's do this. I'll help you.
Now we just need another Shinobi game.
Oh yeah.
Shinobi's back. I remember that one back in the wake of like Ninja Gaiden's success.
Yes.
It was literally just called Shinobi, if I remember right.
But nothing can beat Shinobi 3: The Return of the Ninja Master.
Hells no.
But
to be back in the soundtrack.
Koshiro, he actually did the soundtrack for Revenge of Shinobi. But he didn't do Shinobi 3: Return of the Ninja Master.
Get him back for a new one.
Yeah. Have any of you played Shinobi on the 3DS?
No, I wanted to.
That game is very interesting because it's one of those things you got to be really good at with making sure you don't take a lot of hits from enemies, because the thing is that when you destroy enemies or like grab items, you actually get points built up, but if you take damage from enemies, you actually lose points. It's very interesting. But again, general gameplay itself wasn't all that bad. I mean, if anything, I would say it probably suffered the same fate as Shinobi Legions on Sega Saturn. No, I don't want to become famous there, dude. Whatever your name is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't you?
GTAB. You know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Get that banned, like Lothar.
Get that ass banned.
Okay. Okay. And,
There you go.
ban you. Starchild says, I've been leveling up on Landgrisser 2. I'm almost done with the first playthrough. That game has good music as well.
Yeah, it does. Langrisser sleeper hit on that stuff.
But you
And the
remember
mobile
Shinobi
game
Legions
has a
on
lot of-
Sega Saturn?
Was that the one that was live action? FMV
Yeah,
style?
they had the live action cutscenes
Yeah.
and even the digitized graphics.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah, the live action segments were cheesy, but people say that the game, general gameplay itself was pretty decent. It's like you just, if you wanted to do like if you want to do something like a Rift Tracks or a Mystery Science Theater 3000 on video game cutscenes, then Shinobi Legions is probably the best one that you could do. But of course, for anything like that to happen, you got to get the crew in to actually, voice their commentary, like Michael J. Nelson.
Don't forget Craig T. Nelson. No, I'm just kidding. From Coach.
Coach. Yes.
Just do it.
Starchild says he remembers VHS board games. Oh yeah, those were a big deal back in the day.
They were. I remember like Nightmare, Atmosphere, I think was one of them.
So, because it's grindish, let's say something right now.
Okay.
I don't know. You all gave me the floor, but I had nothing playing.
Aw, dang. Man, I was gonna say something else too, but I lost my train of thought. Well, oh, there comes the copyright music again. God damn it.
It's always and it's always the same Spanish music, which is weird because you know what this neighborhood's the Asian neighborhood,
Oh yeah.
and yet yeah, okay, keep going. Everybody needs to hear it. We don't need to hear it. I need to move to Connecticut.
Yeah, you do. You shouldn't have to subject yourself to that pain with what you're going through right now with the community in Massachusetts. No way in hell, man. No way in hell. But yeah, Starchild, VHS board games, they were definitely in a league of their own when it came to them being released commercially.
You know what I love? That I died
I can't
and we
remember.
got sent back to where Shad was, so we don't have Proto Man yet.
Oh! And Demon Wolf says, I dislike people for you. I guess
No,
he's
another
referring
one.
to you, Jerry.
Yeah. Look here. Look at that. Now it's more. Just. Ay. You have to hear it. I don't care what you're playing. Ay. You hear that?
Yeah. Even through your microphone, I heard that music. That was...
Golly.
Woo-wee.
I'm 3 stories up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And now, see? I told you, the day doesn't go by. It's either music, all we need is sirens, which, that's happening soon.
I think George Carlin said it best about people who drive slow or fast. If you drive slow, you're an idiot. But if you drive fast, you're a maniac.
Yep.
Oh, Proto Man's got stuck. Second time I brought up George Carlin in this stream. First is Jay and Solid Bob Strike Back. Now it's a quote from his stand-up comedy routine.
Very good stand-up comedy routine.
Yes. Even some of his quotes are still inspirational. Like, I know there are some things in life you never seen. Like you never seen somebody taking a shit while running at full speed.
Now, never say never.
Well,
All I'm saying is never say never. Yes, but this is another case of now we know we need to go grind up for some Some more delicious chips. Sadly, not the potato variety, but the.
Well, there was one joke about that George Carlin made through his stand-up routines where he poked fun at both former presidents Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush, but I don't want to say it on stream. It's kind of raunchy.
Yeah.
Both you, Kaus and Metal probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I do.
It's about both of them having an operation on two different things, and then
George
Carlin says, "What?"
And then you start telling it. There's two Roger Twitch, me. So what I'm gonna do is get us banned off Twitch.
but not the last thing. What George Carlin said in that joke, he says, "What kind of effed up society are we living in?" But all in all, I really miss that guy. I really miss George Carlin.
See, more Vin Diesel. There's so many Vin Diesels in this city.
Starchild says, on the Japanese PS4 store, they added a free game on there called Eternal, and Yoshitaka Amano did the art for it. Cool.
Okay, that sounds cool, actually.
You remember Amano for his work as character designer and
Wait, who was the middle
work for Yoji Shinkawa.
Kawa. Okay. They Yoji and Yoshi. Okay, that's probably why I got confused.
Shinkawa actually did artwork for that Square Enix game Left Alive, which was supposed to be the spiritual successor to From Mission Evolved, and that game turned out to be a piece of crap.
I was all excited for it, then all of a sudden I hear I'm like, what y'all do? What did y'all do? We screwed it up for you. Thanks.
But yeah, Yoshitaka Amano, he's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Yes, take those bowling balls like a man there, Metal.
Yep. Kick him in the face.
God, it's like I had so many things I wanted to say, but it just seems like
That's me just what I said.
And all of a sudden they just come to pass.
Fine. Yep. Never mind.
Besides, since we're approaching the end of the stream, I think I'm getting tapped out with my commentary.
Starshaw said they added Vendetta on PS4.
Vendetta.
Not Def Jam Vendetta.
Although that would be awesome if they did.
Oh, Resident Evil Vendetta, you mean?
Are you talking about the CGI film?
No, I know what he means. We were just talking about this earlier this morning. That's right, Starchild. I remember now. Sorry. Yeah, the beat 'em up. The beat 'em up.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw it on Switch as well. That they added Vendetta the beat 'em up.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it's not Def Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have been nice. Oh, the
Vendetta's
arcade game.
Known in Japan as Crime Fighters. Yeah. It's a sequel to known in Japan as Crime Fighters 2. It's a sequel to Crime Fighters.
You know what they need to add to the digital distribution fronts now that I think about it? Dynamite Cop or Dynamite Deca.
That'd be cool.
And even release that third game that we never got in the West. Even though a lot of people probably, if they played the Dreamcast game, they probably wouldn't even give the third game a look, a first look or a shot, because it's basically like a copy and paste of the second game, but just different assets. It's like Sega did it's like Sega did a Doki Doki Panic with Super Mario Brothers USA.
On the Japanese PS3 store.
Ugh. But yet we can't get it over here.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's why it's good to have both, but you shouldn't have to have both. But that's why, like, I have Japanese account as well. So I'm like, why do I have to have a Japanese? Like, I get it for like stuff that's literally Japan only, but Dynamite Cop was not ever Japan only.
No.
It's true.
And Starchild says the Japanese PS3 store has Kin's Rage 2. Oh, Fist of the North Star, the Hokuto no Ken Muso game.
Yeah. Alex said he didn't care for it as much as one, but I never played it, so I still want to try it. I only played the first Ken's Rage.
I mean, if you have that one Fist of the North Star game that's done by Sega and Ryoga Gotoku, it's like you're pretty much set with playing any.
Yeah, I have that. On PS4.
Yeah, you're set to play any. You're set to play just that Fist of the North Star game because that's pretty much the only decent one we ever got.
Actually,
yeah, I still haven't beaten it either. I do need to go back to playing it.
Did you beat the Fist of the North Star game? I think you did.
And they even in that mobile game that Sega is doing for Fist of the North Star, they actually have a collaboration with Virtua Fighter going on for that game, the mobile game. It's both Akira and Pi being playable characters.
Oh yeah, Starchild did beat it. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I beat Lost Paradise.
You know, I'm kind of wondering if we actually should play that game at some point for Geek Fighters. I mean, we did Judgment.
It's true.
But here's the thing, though. Who would get the reins to play it?
Which one?
Lost Paradise.
Oh. Well.
I mean, Eden is no Kamurocho, but it's probably the closest thing to Kamurocho we'll ever get in that game.
Basically. It basically is.
But I tell you, Sega's sitting on a gold mine with some of those games that never got re-released or even released over here, like that Yakuza spin-off set during the Sengoku period.
Yeah, Ishin. That one's great.
It's like, if Bandai Namco is bringing Super Robot Wars 30 on Steam to the West, and actually the pre-order sale or the pre-order numbers have been significantly high because, you know, if you bring it, that saying, if you bring games to our territory, people will actually buy it. Why couldn't they do the same for Yakuza Ishin?
Good question.
It's like, I think we're at this point where a lot of the general public actually gets a general idea of what Japan's history and culture is really like. So I think we're at that point where we don't think that rice balls are cupcakes or donuts or any of that stereotype that's been around since the 80s and 90s. I think we can understand and know what its culture is really like.
Oh, you know what? I think we should call it, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
A little early.
Yeah, it seems like
it's a good place to stop and try and grind at some other point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody.
Last time?
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. So yeah, we'll definitely have to do a little bit of grinding off screen. So we're ready to roll next time. If we remember, yeah. I'll probably do it a bit later. But Yeah,
I
anyways,
gotta
thank-
grind it.
Cool. And speaking of, I guess we should pimp our wares, shouldn't we? So who wants to go first?
Yes.
I think Kyle
I
went
think
first.
I went.
I think it's your turn.
Yeah,
Metal.
so it's your turn, Metal.
Alright, just follow me on Twitter at MasterBlueEye0, YouTube Master with Blue of Eyes. Check me out for some great Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Check it out. And of course, check out hero-club.com for all your hero news.
Okay. Double RPG. You can follow me at youtube.com/double RPG reviews. That's where I work on my created content. If you want to see me live stream on Twitch, I do have a page here on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/double RPG reviews. But in the meantime, you could also follow me through social media at facebook.com/double RPG reviews and twitter.com/double RPG reviews.
Excellent. And Fighter
And
Ghost.
that's me.
Last but not least.
Well, as for me, well, that sounded randomly loud. Anyways, as for me, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/fightercaus. That's twitch.tv/FIGHTERXAOS. Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is Tekken. Fridays is Yakuza Kiwami 2. And I realized I did have New Game Plus, so I gotta grind and go back to where I was with New Game Plus, which would be a lot easier, so that's good.
Excellent. Anyways, thanks once again, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget to check out next week for some more Battle Network goodness. From all of us here to you, have a good one. And in his immortal words, peace out and have a good one.
Good night, everybody.